Good morning, everyone. Dean Howell here from GeoSpatial Connect, and today is Thursday here in Adelaide, and Thursdays are our products and projects webinar. Today, for all you cricket fans, it's also the first day of the Ashes Test here in Adelaide, so after this webinar I'm off to watch the cricket, assuming the weather holds up. All right, so just to recap, we hold these webinars each morning at 9 o'clock Adelaide time. Mondays is our new members webinar, Tuesday services, Wednesdays job seeker coaching, Thursdays products and projects, and Friday is our business coaching. So if you want to be involved in any of those, jump on board, either jump on the day or let me know and we can promote your product or service or whatever. Or if you've got questions about like in our business coaching sessions or in our job seeker coaching, and so just be involved and let me know what you think. All right, so today we're going to look at a couple of projects, and we're going to look at GeoPorter, and we're going to look at Google Trekker, and so two interesting projects that are going on at the moment, and what I'm going to do is really just play their videos and have a look at their website. They're awesome articles, and then you can research it further from there. But today is just a bit of a snippet, and so just bear with me while I swap screens, and we will shoot over to, all right, so I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but there's I'm just going to move this so I know that it's what we're watching. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but there's a lot of new projects coming up on these websites, like Indiegogo, and they're crowdsourcing websites where you can get involved in startup projects for organizations. So here is one that was brought to my attention just the other day, and an organization called GeoPorter, and they're using, as it says, geospatial technologies to transform lives, and it's educating residents, teachers and youth in the coastal communities of Costa Rica. And it's a great project to be involved with. I was involved in a similar project in East Timor a number of years ago, but it's a great way to use geospatial technology. So let's have a look at their YouTube video, and some of it's in Spanish, so you may not understand it, but I'll put the links to this website up later, and you can have a look at it. So, and then once the video is finished, we'll come back and just have a quick look at their website before we go to the next one. All right, so.
Hi, my name is Amy Work, and I'm the first GeoPorter. What is the GeoPorter all about? The GeoPorter program is based here in Bahia Baína, Uvita, Costa Rica. We're working with local residents to teach them how to map resources in their own communities using GPS and GIS. For example, residents here are learning how to use GPS and computer mapping, GIS, to map whales in the Marina Baína National Park, the first marine national park here in Costa Rica. They're also using GPS to map trash along the streets and the beaches to understand where they can place new trash cans to help mitigate the trash problem. We're also working with teachers in the local schools to teach them how they can use these technologies to explore volcanoes and earthquakes and wildlife habitats helping them prepare for the future. From these projects, these initial projects, we're now working to build new trails to work with the Ministry of Health to map houses for dengue fever.
Mi nombre es Miriam Badilla, soy de la comunidad de Bahía Ballena. He estado participando en el proyecto GeoPortal.
My name is Rafael. I work for Bahía Ventura, and we are part of the GeoPortal program.
Hola, mi nombre es David Alvarado, soy maestro de la escuela Verde.
Mi nombre es Fernando, yo soy miembro de la comunidad de Bahía Ballena. Estamos trabajando con los reportes.
Hola, mi nombre es Gaby Tensi y participo en el programa de recolección de basura.
Hola, mi nombre es Cristian Solano Villegas, estoy usando GPS para manipular las piernas.
Hello, Wainer, I'm one of the tour guides of Bahía.
Mi nombre es Noel, trabajo en una pequeña compañía que se llama Costa Rica.
Hola, mi nombre es Jovino Vargas, soy vecino de Bahía Ballena, trabajo como guía turístico en el Parque Nacional Marino Ballena.
Bueno, mi nombre es Margarita Morales y trabajo en la escuela Verde.
To let you know the GeoPortal really help us. The GeoPortal is a really important organization.
Es un bonito proyecto que se ha hecho en la comunidad con los miembros y organizaciones. Me gustaría que muchas personas se integraran a ese proyecto que es muy importante y ayuda mucho al medio ambiente.
Necesitamos de la ayuda de todos para que nos colaboren para hacer este proyecto más adelante.
Nosotros y nuestra comunidad agradecemos de apoyar este proyecto.
Please support us.
In the shining stars, his heart was stopping.
Alright, so that was the video. Not sure how well it comes across on the Hangout, but you know, I'll put the link to there, and it's actually up on the event page at the moment, but I'll put the link to it. But as we scroll down the page, it talks about who they are and what they're doing and how you can be involved. So you can donate to the project, and you can donate in different ways and get something back for it. So it's not as if you're just giving money for nothing. You can have a recorded thank you or a t-shirt, or be part of the brainstorming sessions, and we might even try and get them on here. And and it talks about how your support will impact them. So a great project to be involved with, and a worthwhile cause in a great part of the world. So get on board there and support the GeoPorters, and see if we can get these sorts of projects going around the globe. So, all right, so that's the first one we want to have a look at, and the second one I wanted to have a look at today was the story behind Google Street View Trekker backpack. And everyone knows about Google Street View. This is from our great friends at GeoAwesomeness, and this article. So everyone knows about Google Street View, but they've taken it now to another level where they've got people walking trails around the place. And so let's have a look at this video, because it's actually taking the whole Street View to a whole new level. All right, so let's have a look at that, and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Hey guys, it's Casey with The Verge. So in 2007, Google started building Street View. It's an on-the-ground map of every street and trail that the company could get access to. And last year, Google introduced Trekker, a customized backpack that would let Google go places they could never get to before, from the bottom of the Grand Canyon to the top of Mount Fuji. We wanted to know what it's like to actually make one of these maps. So we came with the Street View team to the Presidio in San Francisco, where I got to try on the Trekker and actually see what it's like to make Street View happen.
So the Trekker is a mobile image capture platform. We took some of the same technology from the Street View car with the camera and made it portable, ultra portable. Before that, if we wanted to go, down some steep, hills, upstairs, I think we were only able to do maybe one of those. I think we carried our 350-pound trike up the stairs at the High Line in New York, just because that was a really cool location. But there was no way we were going to go to the bottom of the Grand Canyon or the top of Mount Fuji. And so that is the whole justification for the Trekker, is making it ultra portable and being able to go to places that we've never been able to go before.
People are used to the image quality that we have with Street View. So we actually took this camera, and it looks very much like the car because it's the same lenses, it's the same sensors, it's the same interface electronics. And we had to figure out a way to get that off of the car onto someone's back. So that was our biggest challenge.
So the Trekker was, again, somebody's 20% project, really. Guy in the team, Gary, Andrew, and colleagues just decided that, yes, we should try to put our camera on a backpack, because there were so many places we could go with either cars or tricycles. And that made sense. Again, we always, we would have more ideas and we have people to execute on them. So it's not surprising that this started with 20%. All these hardware projects, their genesis is somebody getting excited about something, trying to solve a problem, and then getting their colleagues excited to work on it.
Our process here is somebody will think up an idea. So the Trekker was a 20% project, and 20% projects here are, hey boss, I'd like to think about this a little more, and the answer is usually okay. And it started growing and becoming developed. Our engineering team said, okay, we're going to build one. And then when they got one working, they said, okay, this is going to work.
So at a place like the Presidio, it starts with an idea. This place would be cool to go on maps. And so then we will reach out to the partner, or partners will reach out to us through there's a partner portal on the Street View site. And they'll request that we come out, or we request to them that, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we got together and made these imagery available to everyone?
15 5-megapixel cameras with slight overlaps between all the images. If you just take that and you drop that on your desk, it looks like these distorted blobs with unique images. The colors are off. The exposures are all a bit off. The sensitivities are a bit different. So what we do is we will take those 15 images, we'll blend the scenes, we'll adjust, we'll match the color, we'll match the exposures, and then even beyond that, we collect 75 megapixels raw. There's 65 megabits of unique pixels. Then we do the magic there to resample that imagery and serve it up so that it gets to your device in a way that's appropriate for your device. It's really a phenomenal bit of work that goes on after we put these pixels onto the disk.
The way I think about it now, the analogy I always give to people is that Street View is like the physical equivalent of digital product. Like we just record the physical way, taking pictures and try to make sense of them, try to make them useful.
There's so many amazing ones. I mean, where do you start? The White House, or the Temple of the Pyramid and Sun, down in Tijuana, Mexico. 5 weeks going out doing ski resorts in the Colorado Mountains, the Grand Canyon, NASA Kennedy Space Center. So there's some really cool.
So far we have data in 54 countries, last time I checked, and we, of course, we have to expand that. I mean, the world is very large, so I think when we started the project, we were very opportunistic. We just went wherever we could, right? So now we're trying to do better the planning, and we we tend to go first to places where there's more user interest, but we don't go everywhere. We want to be comprehensive. One thing that's huge interest to us is all the landmarks in the world. There's a interest in tourists around the world, but of course we want to go. We want to be comprehensive. It's just a matter of time.
Okay, so that was, quite an interesting take on Google Street Maps, and they've taken it to that next step. So where cars can't go, so they've put it onto a backpack, and like along your walking trails and along the historic monuments and public buildings and stuff like that. So I think that's a great use of the technology. All right, so I hope you enjoyed those couple of things today. I'll put the links up to both that video and the GeoPorter video. Get involved in those projects. Have a look and let me know what you think. Just as a quick promo, we'll be moving over to the new platform for GeoSpatial Connect within the next couple of days, so get on there and let us know what you think. Alright, so have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow if you want to jump on board for the business coaching webinar. Otherwise, remember next week all our daily webinars. Okay, have a great day. Bye for now.